1. Question. What is the purpose of the U.S. Constitution? Answer. The purpose of the U.S. Constitution is to establish the basic framework of the national government and to define the rights and liberties of the American people. Explanation. The Constitution sets up a system of government with checks and balances and outlines the rights and freedoms of citizens. 2. Question. Who is the current Vice President of the United States? Answer. As of my last update, the Vice President is Kamala Harris. Explanation. The Vice President serves as the second highest executive officer of the government and as President of the Senate. 3. Question. What does the judicial branch do? Answer. The judicial branch interprets the laws and ensures they are applied fairly. Explanation. This branch consists of courts, including the Supreme Court, and its role is to interpret laws and make decisions on legal disputes. 4. Question. Name one state that borders Canada. Answer. One example is New York. Explanation. Several states border Canada, including New York, Vermont, and Michigan, among others. 5. Question. What are two cabinet-level positions? Answer. Secretary of State and Secretary of Defense. Explanation. The cabinet includes the Vice President and heads of 15 executive departments. 6. Question. Who was president during World War I? Answer. Woodrow Wilson. Explanation. Woodrow Wilson was the 28th President of the United States and led the country through World War I. 7. Question. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Answer. The Cherokee. Explanation. The Cherokee is one of the many Native American tribes recognized in the United States. 8. Question. When do we celebrate Independence Day? Answer. July 4th. Explanation. Independence Day celebrates the adoption of the Declaration of Independence on July 4, 1776. 9. Question. What ocean is on the east coast of the United States? Answer. The Atlantic Ocean. Explanation. The east coast of the United States borders the Atlantic Ocean. 10. Question. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? Answer. John Roberts. Explanation. John Roberts serves as the head of the judicial branch of the United States government. 11. Question. What is one power of the federal government? Answer. To print money. Explanation. Printing money is a power exclusive to the federal government. 12. Question. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. Answer. World War II. Explanation. World War II was a major global conflict that took place from 1939 to 1945. 13. Question. What are the two major political parties in the United States? Answer. Democratic and Republican. Explanation. These are the two dominant political parties in the U.S. political system. 14. Question. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? Answer. Checks and balances. Explanation. The system of checks and balances ensures that no single branch of government gains too much power. 15. Question. Who is the governor of your state now? Answer. This answer varies depending on the state. Explanation. Each of the 50 states in the U.S. has its own governor. 16. Question. What did the Declaration of Independence do? Answer. Declared independence from Great Britain. Explanation. The Declaration of Independence, adopted on July 4, 1776, announced the colony's separation from British rule. 17. Question. What is the highest court in the United States? Answer. The Supreme Court. Explanation. The Supreme Court is the top federal court in the U.S. judicial system. 18. Question. What is the rule of law? Answer. Everyone must follow the law. Explanation. The rule of law is a principle that states that no one is above the law. 19. Question. Who makes federal laws? Answer. Congress. Explanation. The United States Congress, consisting of the Senate and the House of Representatives, is responsible for creating federal laws. 20. Question. What is one reason colonists came to America? Answer. For religious freedom. Explanation. Many colonists came to America to escape religious persecution and to practice their faith freely. 21. Question. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? Answer. American Indians/Native Americans. Explanation. Native American tribes were the original inhabitants of the Americas before European colonization. 22. Question. What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? Answer. Africans. Explanation. The transatlantic slave trade brought many Africans to America, where they were sold into slavery. 23. Question. Why did the colonists fight the British? Answer. Because of high taxes and a lack of self-governance. Explanation. The American colonists were opposed to the British government's taxation without representation and other oppressive policies. 24. Question. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Answer. Thomas Jefferson. Explanation. Thomas Jefferson is credited as the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. 25. Question. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? Answer. July 4, 1776. Explanation. The Declaration of Independence was adopted by the Continental Congress on this date, marking the birth of the United States. 26. Question. There were 13 original states. Name 3. Answer. New York, Virginia, and Massachusetts. Explanation. These were among the original 13 colonies that declared independence from Britain and later became states. 27. Question. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? Answer. The U.S. Constitution was written. Explanation. The Constitutional Convention was held in 1787 in Philadelphia, where the Constitution was drafted. 28. Question. When was the Constitution written? Answer. 1787. Explanation. The U.S. Constitution was written during the Constitutional Convention in 1787. 29. Question. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. Answer. James Madison. Explanation. James Madison, along with Alexander Hamilton and John Jay, wrote the Federalist Papers to advocate for the ratification of the Constitution. 30. Question. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? Answer. He was a U.S. diplomat. Explanation. Benjamin Franklin was known for many things, including being a diplomat, a founding father, and an inventor. 31. Question. Who is the father of our country? Answer. George Washington. Explanation. George Washington is often referred to as the father of our country for his leadership in the founding of the United States. 32. Question. Who was the first president? Answer. George Washington. Explanation. George Washington was the first president of the United States, serving from 1789 to 1797. 33. Question. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? Answer. The Louisiana Territory. Explanation. The Louisiana Purchase was a significant land acquisition where the U.S. bought approximately 827,000 square miles of land from France. 34. Question. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. Answer. The Civil War. Explanation. The Civil War, fought from 1861 to 1865, was a significant conflict in U.S. history during the 19th century. 35. Question. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. Answer. The Civil War. Explanation. The Civil War was fought between the Northern States, Union, and the Southern States, Confederacy. 36. Question. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. Answer. Slavery. Explanation. The issue of slavery was a primary cause of the Civil War, among other political and economic factors. 37. Question. What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did? Answer. He freed the slaves. Emancipation Proclamation. Explanation. Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, which declared that all slaves in Confederate-held territory were free. 38. Question. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Answer. Freed the slaves in the Confederacy. Explanation. The Emancipation Proclamation declared the freedom of slaves in Confederate states, not under Union control. 39. Question. What did Susan B. Anthony do? Answer. Fought for women's rights. Explanation. Susan B. Anthony was a key figure in the women's suffrage movement, advocating for women's right to vote. 40. Question. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Answer. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Explanation. Franklin D. Roosevelt was the president during most of the Great Depression and World War II, known for his New Deal domestic policies and wartime leadership. 41. Question. Who did the United States fight in World War II? Answer. Germany, Japan, and Italy. Explanation. The United States fought against the Axis powers, primarily Germany, Japan, and Italy during World War II. 42. Question. Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in? Answer. World War II. Explanation. Dwight D. Eisenhower served as a general in the United States Army during World War II and was a significant figure in the Allied forces. 43. Question. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? Answer. Communism. Explanation. The Cold War was characterized by the ideological conflict between the United States and the Soviet Union, with the primary concern being the spread of communism. 44. Question. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? Answer. The Civil Rights Movement. Explanation. The Civil Rights Movement, particularly in the 1950s and 1960s, aimed to end racial segregation and discrimination against African Americans. 45. Question. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? Answer. Fought for civil rights and equality. Explanation. Martin Luther King Jr. was a leader in the civil rights movement, advocating for nonviolent resistance to achieve racial equality. 46. Question. What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States? Answer. Terrorist attacks on the World Trade Center and the Pentagon. Explanation. On September 11, 2001, terrorists hijacked airplanes to carry out attacks, including on the World Trade Center in New York City and the Pentagon near Washington, D.C. 47. Question. Name one of the two longest rivers in the United States. Answer. The Mississippi River. Explanation. The Mississippi River is one of the longest rivers in the United States, along with the Missouri River. 48. Question. Name one U.S. territory. Answer. Puerto Rico. Explanation. Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. Others include Guam, the U.S. Virgin Islands, American Samoa, and the Northern Mariana Islands. 49. Question. Name one state that borders Mexico. Answer. Texas. Explanation. Texas is one of the states that border Mexico. Others include California, Arizona, and New Mexico. 50. Question. What is the capital of the United States? Answer. Washington, D.C. Explanation. Washington, D.C. is the capital city of the United States, where the federal government is based. 51. Question. Where is the Statue of Liberty? Answer. New York Harbor. Explanation. The Statue of Liberty is located on Liberty Island in New York Harbor and is a symbol of freedom and democracy. 52. Question. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Answer. They represent the original 13 colonies. Explanation. The 13 stripes on the U.S. flag symbolize the 13 original colonies that declared independence from Great Britain. 53. Question. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Answer. Each star represents a state. Explanation. There are 50 stars on the flag, each representing one of the 50 states in the Union. 54. Question. What is the name of the national anthem? Answer. The Star-Spangled Banner. Explanation. The Star-Spangled Banner, written by Francis Scott Key, is the national anthem of the United States. 55. Question. Name 2 national U.S. holidays. Answer. Independence Day and Thanksgiving. Explanation. Independence Day, July 4, celebrates the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and Thanksgiving is a national holiday celebrated on the 4th Thursday in November. 56. Question. What is the capital city of your state? Answer. This answer varies depending on the state. Explanation. Each state in the U.S. has its own capital city, which is typically the location of the state government. 57. Question. What are 2 rights of everyone living in the United States? Answer. Freedom of speech and freedom of religion. Explanation. These are 2 fundamental rights protected by the U.S. Constitution for all people living in the U.S. 58. Question. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? Answer. The United States. Explanation. The Pledge of Allegiance is a pledge of loyalty to the nation and its flag. 59. Question. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Answer. To give up loyalty to other countries. Explanation. New citizens pledge to renounce foreign allegiance and to support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States. 60. Question. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? Answer. 18 years old. Explanation. The legal voting age in the United States is 18, as established by the 26th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. 61. Question. What are 2 ways that Americans can participate in their democracy? Answer. Voting in elections and serving on a jury. Explanation. Participating in elections and jury duty are key civic responsibilities that contribute to democratic processes in the United States. 62. Question. When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? Answer. April 15th. Explanation. April 15th is typically the deadline for individuals to file their federal income tax returns, unless an extension is granted. 63. Question. When must all men register for the Selective Service? Answer. At age 18. Explanation. All male U.S. citizens and male immigrant non-citizens between the ages of 18 and 25 are required to register with the Selective Service system. 64. Question. How many amendments does the Constitution have? Answer. 27. Explanation. The U.S. Constitution has 27 amendments, with the first 10 known as the Bill of Rights. 65. Question. What did the Constitution do? Answer. Established the government and laws of the United States. Explanation. The Constitution created the framework for the federal government and outlined fundamental laws and rights. 66. Question. What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? Answer. Freedom of speech. Explanation. The First Amendment protects several rights, including freedom of speech, press, religion, assembly, and petition. 67. Question. What is freedom of religion? Answer. The right to practice any or no religion. Explanation. Freedom of religion allows individuals to follow the religion of their choice or to have no religious beliefs without government interference. 68. Question. What is the economic system in the United States? Answer. Capitalist or market economy. Explanation. The U.S. operates a capitalist economy where businesses and services are primarily privately owned and operated for profit. 69. Question. What is an amendment? Answer. A change or addition to the Constitution. Explanation. Amendments are modifications made to the Constitution, allowing it to evolve over time. 70. Question. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? Answer. The Bill of Rights. Explanation. The Bill of Rights comprises the first 10 amendments, which detail fundamental rights and protections. 71. Question. How many justices are on the Supreme Court? Answer. 9. Explanation. The Supreme Court consists of 9 justices, including the Chief Justice. 72. Question. Who vetoes bills? Answer. The President. Explanation. The President has the power to veto legislation passed by Congress, which can be overridden by a 2/3 vote in both houses. 73. Question. What does the President's cabinet do? Answer. Advises the President. Explanation. The cabinet, consisting of the Vice President and the heads of executive departments, provides advice and assists the President in governance. 74. Question. What is one power of the states? Answer. Providing education and protection. Police. Explanation. States have powers not granted to the federal government, including education, law enforcement, and infrastructure. 75. Question. Who is in charge of the executive branch? Answer. The President. Explanation. The President leads the executive branch of the federal government, responsible for enforcing laws and managing national affairs. 76. Question. We elect a U.S. Senator for how many years? Answer. 6 years. Explanation. U.S. Senators are elected for 6-year terms, with elections staggered so that approximately 1/3 of the Senate is up for election every 2 years. 77. Question. How many U.S. Senators are there? Answer. 100. Explanation. There are 100 senators in the U.S. Senate, with each state represented by 2 senators. 78. Question. We elect a U.S. representative for how many years? Answer. 2 years. Explanation. Members of the House of Representatives are elected for 2-year terms. 79. Question. Name your U.S. representative. Answer. This answer varies depending on the person's congressional district. Explanation. Each voter is represented by 1 U.S. representative in their congressional district. 80. Question. Who does a U.S. Senator represent? Answer. All people of their state. Explanation. Senators represent all residents of their state in the U.S. Senate. 81. Question. Why do some states have more representatives than others? Answer. Because of the state's population. Explanation. The number of representatives in the House is based on each state's population. States with larger populations have more representatives. 82. Question. We elect a president for how many years? Answer. 4 years. Explanation. The President of the United States is elected to a 4-year term and can be re-elected for 1 additional term. 83. Question. In what month do we vote for president? Answer. November. Explanation. Presidential elections are held on the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November every 4 years. 84. Question. What is the name of the President of the United States now? Answer. As of my last update, the President is Joe Biden. Explanation. The current President's name can change with each election or due to extraordinary circumstances. 85. Question. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? Answer. As of my last update, the Vice President is Kamala Harris. Explanation. The current Vice President's name can change with each election or due to extraordinary circumstances. 86. Question. If the President can no longer serve, who becomes President? Answer. The Vice President. Explanation. If the President is unable to serve, the Vice President assumes the presidency. 87. Question. If both the President and the Vice President can no longer serve, who becomes President? Answer. The Speaker of the House. Explanation. The presidential line of succession dictates that the Speaker of the House becomes President if both the President and Vice President are unable to serve. 88. Question. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? Answer. The Senate and the House of Representatives. Explanation. The U.S. Congress is bicameral, consisting of two chambers, the Senate and the House of Representatives. 89. Question. Name one branch or part of the government. Answer. Executive, legislative, or judicial. Explanation. The U.S. government is divided into three branches: executive, President and the Cabinet; legislative, Congress; and judicial, Supreme Court and other courts. 90. Question. Who is the Commander-in-Chief of the military? Answer. The President. Explanation. The President serves as the Commander-in-Chief of the United States Armed Forces. 91. Question. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? Answer. To declare war. Explanation. The Constitution grants the federal government specific powers, such as declaring war, conducting foreign affairs, and regulating commerce. 92. Question. What are the responsibilities of the federal government versus state governments? Answer. The federal government handles national defense, foreign policy, and interstate trade, while state governments manage local matters like education and law enforcement. Explanation. The Constitution defines the role of the federal government and reserves other powers to the states. 93. Question. What did Susan B. Anthony do for women's rights? Answer. Fought for women's suffrage. Explanation. Susan B. Anthony was a key figure in the women's suffrage movement, advocating for women's right to vote. 94. Question. What is the minimum voting age in the United States? Answer. 18 years old. Explanation. The 26th Amendment to the Constitution lowered the voting age from 21 to 18 in 1971. 95. Question. Who is responsible for the defense of the United States? Answer. The President. Explanation. As Commander-in-Chief, the President is responsible for the nation's defense and oversees the armed forces. 96. Question. What is the purpose of the United Nations? Answer. To promote peace and cooperation among nations. Explanation. The United Nations is an international organization founded in 1945 to foster international peace, security, and cooperation. 97. Question. Who was president during the Vietnam War? Answer. Lyndon B. Johnson escalated the U.S. involvement, and Richard Nixon ended the war. Explanation. While several presidents were involved, Johnson and Nixon played key roles during the Vietnam War era. 98. Question. What is the longest river in the United States? Answer. The Missouri River. Explanation. The Missouri River is the longest river in the United States, followed by the Mississippi River. 99. Question. Name a U.S. territory besides Puerto Rico. Answer. Guam. Explanation. Guam is one of the several U.S. territories, along with others like the U.S. Virgin Islands and American Samoa. 100. Question. What is the purpose of the Federal Reserve? Answer. To manage the nation's monetary system. Explanation. The Federal Reserve, or the Fed, is the central banking system of the United States, responsible for regulating the financial system, managing inflation, and setting monetary policy.